Imagine this. It's the 109th minute of the Euro 2016 final. Cristiano Ronaldo is no longer on the field. He's injured, wrapped in ice. But he's not in the locker room. He's coaching. From the sidelines, he's shouting, directing players, living every pass as if it's his last. Portugal scores. They win. A man known for ego becomes a symbol of leadership. Now picture this. The year is 2021. Lionel Messi is weeping on the field, not out of pain, but release. Years of heartbreak with Argentina, 4 lost finals, a career defined by almost. But this night, this one is different. He finally wins the Copa America. His teammates lift him in the air. The boy from Rosario becomes a national god. Now pause. You know their goals, their golden boots, their Ballon d'Or. But here's a question no one asks. Who's richer? Who turned legendary skills into generational wealth? Who built an empire that transcends football? Because while you were watching their highlights, they were quietly building fortunes that rival tech billionaires. This isn't a story about football. This is about money moves, mindset, and monuments that outlive careers. And by the end of this video, you won't just know who's richer, you'll understand how you can build wealth like the greats, even if you never touch a ball in your life. 1. The early hustle. Hunger before fame. Before they wore designer suits and billion-dollar contracts, they were just kids, hungry, obsessed. Cristiano Ronaldo, born on the island of Madeira, Portugal, a kid with a football and a dream. His father was a kit man at a local club. His mother cleaned houses. By 12, he left home to chase football in mainland Lisbon, alone. He'd cry himself to sleep because he missed his family. But he never stopped training. Lionel Messi, born in Rosario, Argentina. Diagnosed with a growth hormone deficiency at just 10 years old, his family couldn't afford the $1,500 per month treatment until FC Barcelona offered to pay for his medical bills. At 13, he moved across the ocean to Spain, barely talking, barely growing, but always dominating on the pitch. Messi didn't say much as a teen, but when he touched the ball, defenders were like, "Say less." Both legends were broke, alone, far from home. They weren't born rich, but they were born relentless. Now ask yourself, if 2 kids with nothing could build billion-dollar legacies with a ball, what could you build with a phone, a laptop, and a will to win? 2. Salaries versus strategies. Who cashed out smarter? Let's break down the numbers. Cristiano Ronaldo's career earnings, including salary, topped $600 million. From Sporting Lisbon to Al Nasser in Saudi Arabia, he's always played the game where the money is moving. In 2023 alone, he pulled over $200 million, a figure no other athlete touched. Messi? Not far behind. His historic contract with Barcelona from 2017 to 2021 was worth $674 million, the largest sports contract in history. Even in his move to Inter Miami, Messi didn't just take a salary. He negotiated revenue shares from Apple TV's MLS deal, ticket sales, and even merchandise. One man chased massive salaries. The other? He turned contracts into ownership deals. Wealth isn't just about earning, it's about how you earn. High salary equals temporary. Smart structure equals lasting freedom. Gameplay moment, business meets ball. Ronaldo scored a hat-trick on his return to Manchester United, instantly adding $100 million to the club's stock market value. Messi's Inter Miami debut? Sold out. TV viewership spiked. Merch sales? Unprecedented. That's the power of brand meets play. But salary is just step 1 in the wealth game. The real money comes when the ball stops moving. Up next, whose brand is bigger and why endorsements are the billionaire's cheat code. 3. Brand power. The billion-dollar identity. Both men are walking, talking money machines. Cristiano Ronaldo is a Nike lifetime athlete, joining legends like Michael Jordan and LeBron James. His lifetime deal? Worth over $1 billion. He has his own fragrance line, his own gym chain, his own hotels under the CR7 brand. He's not just an athlete, he's a luxury product. On Instagram, he's the most followed person in the world, earning over $2 million per sponsored post. Messi? Quiet but calculated. He's with Adidas and has built long-term deals with brands like Pepsi, Lay's, Gatorade, and Budweiser. After the 2022 World Cup final, his celebratory post wearing the World Cup jersey became the most liked photo in Instagram history, beating even Ronaldo. But Messi plays chess. He took equity in companies, not just cash. Think Hard Rock, Socios, and tech startups in Latin America. Money lesson. Brand is equity greater than fame fades. But brand equity, it compounds. If you combined Messi's and Ronaldo's Instagram accounts, they'd have more followers than the entire population of North America. Now imagine converting 10% of that into buyers. One of them is quietly building a tech and hospitality empire. The other is positioning himself to become a sports team owner. Act 1. The rich don't just earn, they multiply for. Real estate royalty. Where do legends live? Cristiano Ronaldo doesn't just live in homes. He builds palaces. His most famous? A $20 million mega mansion in Lisbon, Portugal. Custom designed with bulletproof glass, a private hospital wing, and underground garages for his exotic cars. He also owns properties in Madrid, Turin, Manchester, and even New York's Trump Tower. Messi? Less flashy, more strategic. He owns a mansion in Castelldefels, overlooking the Mediterranean, with a private soccer pitch for his kids, plus real estate across Barcelona, Rosario, and a luxurious hotel chain he's quietly acquired. Yes, Messi owns hotels. He invested in the hotel chain, focused on high-end tourism in Spain and the Balearic Islands. He didn't just buy homes, he bought hospitality cash flow. Money lesson. Wealthy people don't just own homes. They own income-generating property. Your house may be a liability, but your hotel, that's an asset. Ronaldo owns a tower apartment in NYC, but imagine Messi checking you in at a beachfront resort. Welcome to Hotel Miami. Room service includes GOAT-level service. So we've covered cash, brand, and bricks. But what about their off-field businesses? Because one of them is building a post-career fortune that could eclipse even their football earnings. 5. Business moves. Who's playing the bigger game? Cristiano Ronaldo's brand, CR7, is a business empire in itself. But he's not just slapping his name on products. He co-owns Pastana CR7 Hotels, a luxury chain in Madrid, Lisbon, New York, and Marrakesh. He also owns CR7 Fitness Gyms, a growing chain with locations across Europe, plus clothing, eyewear, and even a hair transplant clinic. Yes, Cristiano Ronaldo makes money while you grow back your hair. Messi, on the other hand, plays the long equity game. He invested in Sora, a data-driven AI platform for sports analytics, Bitchy, a cryptocurrency platform, and recently in Playtime Sports Tech, his venture capital firm focused on sports, health, and fintech startups. Messi is slowly becoming a tech mogul. Ronaldo is becoming a lifestyle empire. Money lesson, 2 paths to riches. Ronaldo, monetize your fame fast. Messi, compound equity quietly. You might be wondering, okay, cool, they're rich. But how does this help me? Here's the deal. You don't need $600 million to start building assets. You need a mindset like theirs, obsessive focus, smart partnerships, and unstoppable branding. Both men mastered the pitch, but the wealthy don't just grow, they protect. Up next, who's using smarter tax strategies and why one of them nearly left Spain bankrupt. 6. Taxes, troubles, and tactical escapes. This is where things get spicy. Both Messi and Ronaldo have had serious tax evasion cases in Spain. In 2016, Messi was found guilty of evading over €4 million in taxes. He blamed his father and financial team, but was still handed a suspended 21-month sentence. Ronaldo? In 2019, he settled a tax fraud case worth nearly €19 million. He reportedly walked into the court smiling, signed the deal, and walked out because he could afford it. But here's the wealth game twist. After these cases, both athletes restructured their finances. Ronaldo shifted many of his companies to Ireland, taking advantage of a lower corporate tax rate. Messi diversified his investments through holding companies, shielding assets in real estate and startups. Money lesson. It's not how much you make, it's how much you keep. Tax planning isn't sketchy, it's strategic and essential for staying rich. The Spanish government probably made more from prosecuting Messi and Ronaldo than from their entire national team. You've seen their rise, their riches, their risks. Now it's time to look deeper into how they're building generational wealth. Because wealth that dies with you, that's fame. Wealth that lives beyond you, that's legacy, Act 2. The climax, legacy, leverage, and the final whistle. 7. Generational wealth. What happens after the final whistle? Here's the brutal truth. Most athletes go broke within 5 years of retirement. But Ronaldo and Messi, they're not just avoiding that fate, they're rewriting the rulebook on post-career wealth. Cristiano Ronaldo has already transitioned from superstar to CEO. His businesses, CR7 hotels, fitness centers, clothing lines, are built to scale without him. They don't rely on him scoring goals. They rely on systems. He's also investing heavily in franchises and hospitality, two industries where cash flow compounds for decades. Lionel Messi? His moves are more subtle, but just as powerful. He's built a portfolio of tech startups, real estate and brand equity, all with long-term vision. His Playtime investment firm is already seen as the Sequoia capital of sports innovation. And most impressively, they're both setting up their children to inherit not just money, but empires. Money lesson. Think in decades, not paychecks. Most people chase income. The wealthy chase infrastructures. Messi and Ronaldo aren't just kicking balls, they're kicking down doors to the future. At this point, Messi and Ronaldo are playing a new kind of match. Who can make their grandkids billionaires first? But a legacy isn't built on money alone. It's built on meaning, on values, philanthropy, and what you stand for. And that's where things get really emotional. 8. Giving back. From football fields to foundations. You know what's more powerful than having millions? Giving them away with purpose. Cristiano Ronaldo has donated over $50 million to causes ranging from children's hospitals to natural disaster relief. He's also funded cancer treatment for children and paid for surgeries for fans he's never even met. One of his most notable acts? Donating all of his Euro 2016 winnings to Portuguese charities. Lionel Messi operates the Leo Messi Foundation, which focuses on healthcare, education, and sport for underprivileged kids around the world. He's built schools in Syria, funded pediatric cancer research, and even donated $1.1 million during the COVID-19 crisis, split between Barcelona hospitals and Argentine clinics. But here's what makes this special. Neither of them brags about their giving. They just do it, quietly, consistently, relentlessly. Money lesson: true wealth is what you give, not what you keep. Build, protect, enjoy, and elevate others. Imagine being a 6-year-old in Syria who never heard of Messi, but now you're learning in a school he built. That's wealth, that's impact, that's legacy. So we've seen money, we've seen mindset, we've seen meaning. But now, let's settle the score. Who's truly winning the wealth game? 9. Net worth breakdown. Who's really richer? As of 2025, Cristiano Ronaldo's estimated net worth around $600 million. Lionel Messi's estimated net worth around $620 million. But here's where it gets nuanced. Ronaldo's empire is diversified across luxury, lifestyle, real estate, and fitness. It's very hands-on, very CR7-centric, and heavily reliant on his personal branding machine. Messi's empire is built around tech, equity, hotel chains, and quiet investments. His moves are more scalable, less dependent on appearances, and structured for the long game. One is building now, one is building forever. So who wins? Let's reframe the question. It's not who has more money today. It's who's setting up the next 3 generations for unshakable wealth and impact. And the answer? Both, in their own way. Because they're not playing against each other anymore. They're playing against time. Money lesson, wealth is a long game. Not about who wins now, but who still wins when the crowd stops cheering. Act 3, the transformation, how you can play the wealth game, like Ronaldo and Messi 10. The mindset shift, beyond talent, beyond luck. Here's a question for you. What separates Ronaldo and Messi from the rest of us? It's easy to say talent or luck, but that's just scratching the surface. The real answer? Their mindset. Both started from humble beginnings. Messi from Rosario, Argentina, battling growth hormone deficiency, and Ronaldo from a working-class neighborhood in Madeira, Portugal. They faced setbacks, criticism, and doubters. But what set them apart was a relentless growth mindset. The belief that skills and wealth can be built, not inherited. The hunger to outwork, outlearn, and outinvest the competition. The resilience to bounce back, no matter how hard life kicked them. Money lesson, your greatest asset is your mindset. The rich don't wait for opportunities. They create them. And so can you. What's one limiting belief you have about money right now? Pause, think about it. Because breaking that is your first step to wealth. Because mindset is the foundation, but systems are the structure. Up next, how to build the systems that multiply your money like Messi's startups and Ronaldo's franchises. 11th, building systems. How to make money work for you. Messi and Ronaldo didn't just get rich by signing contracts. They built systems that make money even when they sleep. Think of Ronaldo's hotel chain. Even if he stops playing, those hotels still generate millions in revenue. Or Messi's investments in tech startups, silent but powerful compounding engines. Here's how you can build systems like them. Start by diversifying your income. Don't rely on a single paycheck. Invest in passive income streams like real estate, dividend stocks, or side businesses. Automate your finances. Set up systems to save, invest, and grow without constant effort. Partner with experts when needed. Ronaldo didn't build his hotel chain alone, and neither should you. Money lesson, systems beat. Hustle is temporary. Systems are permanent. Imagine trying to juggle 5 jobs, a gym, and 3 kids. Now imagine your money juggling itself. Systems are powerful, but without leverage, they're just slow. Next, how to use leverage smartly, like these legends do. 12th, leverage, using other people's time, money, and skills. Ronaldo and Messi don't build empires alone. They leverage time, hiring experts to manage daily operations, money, using loans and investments to fund new projects, skills, partnering with top-tier managers, marketers, and coaches. You can do this too. Forget trying to do everything yourself. Find mentors, partners, and teams who fill your gaps. Use credit responsibly to scale your investments. And never underestimate the power of delegation. Money lesson, leverage is the wealth multiplier. You don't need more hours in a day. You need smarter people on your team. If Ronaldo managed all his brands by himself, he'd never see his kids. Leverage frees you to live, not just work. You've got mindset, systems, leverage, but the biggest secret, knowing when to start. 13, the urgency of starting now. Why waiting costs? You millions' time is the most valuable currency. The longer you wait to start building wealth, the more you lose to. Inflation opportunity costs missed compound growth. Ronaldo started hustling as a kid. Messi began fighting health challenges early. They didn't wait for perfect conditions. Neither should you. Every day you delay is money lost. Every dollar not invested is a future paycheck slipping away. Don't wait for the right moment, because it may never come. Money lesson, urgency builds wealth. Start now, even if it's small. Momentum compounds faster than you think. What's one small step you can take today to move your wealth forward? Write it down. Commit to it. Because here's the kicker. The richest people are not just those who make money, they're those who master money's rules. 14. Closing thoughts. Your wealth game starts today. Ronaldo and Messi's journey isn't just about football or fame. It's about mindset, mastery, and making money work for you. They teach us that Wealth is built with discipline and vision. Legacy is created by action, not words. Success is not luck, it's strategy. If you want to live a wealthy lifestyle, not just in dollars, but in freedom, impact, and joy, start playing your wealth game today. No matter your background, no matter your current balance, the game is yours to win. 15th call to action. What $1 can build in 2025? Before you go, here's a question. What can just $1 build in 2025? The answer might surprise you and inspire your next move. Click on the video on your screen now to discover how to turn small money into massive wealth, even if you're starting with just a single dollar, because every empire begins with one step. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.